Hi, this is Frankie from aboutscript, and in this video we're going to be talking about events in Knockout.js. So grab the code from the last video, link in the description, and let's get started. So in this example, we're going to have some different actions, and we want to monitor key press events. So what we're going to do is let's just have some buttons that create alerts. So we're actually going to get rid of our input element that we've had this whole time, and we're going to say we're just going to have a button, and when we do data.find, we're going to say alert1 is going to be our click handler. Then we're going to create two more, which is alert2 and 3, and then just give them those corresponding texts. Now what we want to do is have a global hotkey. So we're going to come up to our body element, and we're going to data bind this and give it a JavaScript object which says the type of event, such as key press. We're going to handle key press. So we have three functions that we need to create in our document. We can get rid of all this stuff and say self.handle key press. Just make sure I have the correct capitalization. Yep. And that's going to be a function. And then we have alert1, alert2, and alert3. And these are pretty simple. All they're going to do is pop up with an alert box. Showing either the number 1, 2, or 3. So now, here comes the exciting part. We're going to create our handle key press function. So, because this is an event handler, and we can also do these for these click events, although we don't need the information, so we're not going to do it. It gets two properties, I believe. Let's just check our lovely documentation. So, if we go to our event, and we scroll down a little bit, we can see that our first parameter is the data, which is just going to be our view model. It's going to be the same as self, and our event. So we're just going to say data and event. Always best to keep the same naming as the documentation. And we're going to say, using some JavaScript that I don't expect you to know, we're going to say char equals string dot from character code event dot which. Basically, if we press the letter A on our keyboard, it's going to put the letter A, the string A, into our character variable. And then once we have that, we are going to actually call a function if we have one. So we're going to be creating self.hotkeys, and we're going to check if we have our char. So var callback, or CB, is going to be that. And then we're going to say if the type of callback equals a function, we're going to call callback. Okay, and we're just going to create some hotkeys. So just self.hotkeys is going to be a JavaScript object, and it's just going to have our hotkeys in it. And each one of these is going to be a function. So for example, A could be a function that just runs self.alert1. And we're going to go over here and create a few more. So we're just going to have S and D. And what these are going to do is just call alerts 2 and 3. Now I haven't actually tested this out before I made the video, so let's see if it actually works. So we have our alert 1, which doesn't appear to be working for some reason. On click, it should be alerting 1. We have a JavaScript error. However, it doesn't want to share the JavaScript error, so let's see. Next size was negative. Key press. I spelled handle wrong. How do you spell handle? Oh, it's Handle. Sorry, my mind plays tricks on me sometimes. And we reload the page. And see that alert 1 works, and so does alert 3, and I'm going to guess alert 2 does. Now let's see whether or not our A key, yep, our S key, yep, and our D key also work for those functions. Now you can imagine a wide variety of things, such as in Gmail you hit C and it composes an email for you, it opens a new email in your inbox, and you can see how useful that is. However, we don't want to be doing all sorts of things in our document. We just want to keep it all in one central location. And that's going to be it for this video about handling events. Remember that this event object is the JavaScript event object, and it's going to have all sorts of useful information such as shift key and stuff like that. And you can look all of that up on MDN, which a link to I will put in the description. Thank you, and enjoy the next tutorial, which will be on custom bindings, some advanced awesome stuff.